again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Brown. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. Now they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana, it's complete to Watt. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Singletary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Here's Thomas. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Brown on 1st down. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Operating from the gun, Brown. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Brown. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Montana to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. That is caught by Carmichael. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brown now on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run it nice.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Montana going to hurry him to the line to try again after the sack. Montana, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run forward with Bo. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Montana. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Montana. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Here's Brown. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Andy Lee now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run again with Jackson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Fielded just outside the goal line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. Brown. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll start here with Jackson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.